A warm welcome to everyone here today as we gather to celebrate and reflect upon a document that embodies the spirit of freedom, the Declaration of Independence. Now, my name is Lucy Marshall West, and I'm honored to participate in Darienne's first Declaration Day celebration. I feel a strong connection to Darien and our proud history. As a student here, I participated in the many town-wide bicentennial celebrations commemorating the birth of our nation. As an American history teacher at Middlesex Middle School, I had the pleasure of sharing my enthusiasm for our past and preparing students for the future as informed, responsible citizens. After attending a World War II summer enrichment program in Washington, D.C., I initiated the Darien Wartime Veterans Street Sign Program. As a teacher, I see it's becoming increasingly more difficult for students to understand and appreciate the sacrifices brave citizens have made for our country. The honor of having their name added to a street sign is given to a Darien resident who fought for the U.S. and returned home to be an involved citizen in the community. The idea behind the program is that street signs will create conversations among families and raise awareness of those who deserve our recognition and appreciation. This year, as I retire from MMS as assistant principal, I'm excited for more time and new opportunities. Today I have the pleasure of introducing State Senators Cece Marr, Pat Billy Miller, and Bob Duff. We appreciate your presence and thank you very much for attending. I'd also like to mention Tracy Mara and Tom O'Day, Connecticut State Representatives for Darien. They wanted to attend today but send their regrets due to family travel over the holiday. We have a terrific program in store for you today, and we encourage you all to sing along as we begin with the Star-Spangled Banner. All our songs are being led today by Shannon Flaherty. Please rise.
Louder.
Louder? All right. We're here to celebrate Darienne's very first
Declaration of Independence Day ceremony, which is providing us an opportunity to connect with our shared history and our values of liberty, unity, and democracy. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission for making this ceremony happen. Their hard work and dedication to preserving Darayen's history is appreciated by all in our community. As we stand here today, let's look back and reflect on where we have come from, cherish our present, and look forward to where our founding fathers' principles will guide us. Happy Darien Declaration Day of Independence, Darien Independence Day Declaration. Thank you, everyone.
And now please rise and join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance as led by Christopher Cope, Eagle Scout.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in singing the Miracle Hymn.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing Sherrod Sammy. Sherrod is currently a member of the Connecticut Army National Guard. Prior to the Guard, he served in the U.S. Army Reserves, having deployed to Djibouti, Africa in 2005 in connection with Operation Enduring Freedom. He's been a proud resident of Darien, Connecticut for 13 years with his wife, Catherine, and their 3 children. Let's hear a round of applause for
I don't think there's any greater way to show your love and respect for our nation than through military service. There are, of course, many motivations for service, but the fact remains everyone who has worn the uniform has served, and that is truly an honorable thing. I wish to thank the Darien Monuments and Ceremonies Commission for this great privilege that's been given to me today, to read the names of Darien students currently enrolled at military academies, university ROTC programs, or in the active duty service. If you're present, I ask that you stand for the recognition you rightly deserve from your town. Connor Fay, Kennison Harmon, Caitlin Kutz, Kyle Kutz, Olivia Peters, Teddy Peters, Emma Powlis, Madeline Schneider, and Willem Schuteboom. United States Military Academy at Annapolis, we have Logan Book, Ian Burgoyne, Christine Fiorello, Josh Herbert, Jackson Peters, and Lana Schmidt. United States Air Force Academy, we have Tommy Hellman and Maximus Rankinelli. The United States Coast Guard Academy, we have Oliver Bolton. Attending ROTC programs across the country, we have John Butcher, George Demopoulos, John Lockfeld, George Sarbanowski, and Bradley Stevens. And in active duty, we have Dominic Perrone, Frank Perrone, Liam Russell, and James Solberg. I do ask, if you're a parent of one of these remarkable individuals, I ask you also stand for recognition from the town that you deserve. Of your children already, but you have every reason to be even more proud. You're fantastic. So the Monument Ceremonies Commission, I do have to say, has done its very best to identify all those Darien residents who are at military academies, university ROTC programs, or in active duty service. To the extent there's somebody else you know that hasn't been called out today, please do kindly let the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission know so that they can duly recognize them at the next event. For this, I'd like to introduce somebody, a great citizen here at Darien, Karen Pollock, the Regent of the Good Wives Chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution.
Good morning, can you hear me? I am Regent of Good Wives River Chapter Daughters of the American Revolution in Darien. We are a service-based lineage society whose members are direct descendants of a patriot whose last act was to fight or give material aid to the cause of American independence during the Revolutionary War. We have about 40 chapters in Connecticut and 185,000 members worldwide. The DAR promotes historic preservation, patriotism, and education. In keeping with these goals, I have researched and found 22 revolutionary soldiers buried in the town of Darien. Although our town was not incorporated until 1820, many residents of Middlesex Parish did fight in the Revolutionary War and are buried here. They include Jeremiah Andreas, Samuel Andreas, Abraham Bell, Captain Isaac Bell, Captain John Bell, John Brown, Jonathan Bishop, Jonas Clark, James Howe, Sergeant Josiah Schofield, Gershom Slauson, Thaddeus Waring, Joseph Wilmot, Samuel Mather, Gershom Schofield, Gilbert Wilson Jr., and Thaddeus Bell, the founder of our town, who was buried in Swansea Cemetery. Gideon Weed, Joel Weed, Captain Nathaniel Slauson, Hezekiah Weed, and William Walmsley. You'll notice the names of street signs named after some of our soldiers. We honor the service of these men who risked their lives so that our country could become the United States. And now I'm pleased to introduce and congratulate a Darien resident and Middlesex Middle School student, Simona Sordoni, who is the national winner for 6th grade American History Essay Contest sponsored by the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. Simona read her essay and was honored last week in Washington at the 132nd NSDAR Continental Congress. She was an honorable mention in Darien Goodwife River Chapter 5th grade essay contest. Winning this national award is a huge honor. The essay topic was to imagine yourself a delegate to the Second Continental Congress and to discuss the colony you were from and what you expected to accomplish for your colony. Please welcome Simona.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to join you for the Declaration Day ceremony. I think this I think this is the perfect occasion to share my essay that was recently awarded as a national winner for the Daughters of the American Revolution History Essay Contest. I wrote this essay from the perspective of John Adams, who was arguably the most important delegate there, and went on to become the second president of the United States. How quickly things have changed. Not long ago, I was still being called a radical for my belief that the 13 colonies should be independent from Great Britain. I didn't think it was a radical idea because I think I was just being realistic. The actions by Queen Elizabeth and the British Parliament had shown me that they were never going to make this man a colony. Our requests to Parliament for concessions were denied. King George condemned my colony, Massachusetts, in the Suffolk result. When William Penn went to London to give the King our March petition, the King wouldn't even see him. Some of my fellow delegates, such as John Dickinson of Pennsylvania, went and mentioned independence was the only way to live well. Finally, that idea is no longer considered so radical. I was not at all surprised when it was necessary to return to Philadelphia for a second continental congress. More than any other delegate, I had worked hard to push it to seek independence. By chairing 25 committees and serving on 65 others, I've made my influence heard. The Congress has acted more cautiously than I would have liked, but it has at least moved in the right direction. The bloody battle of Bunker Hill last year opened the eyes of many of my fellow delegates. Even John Dickinson was moved to write the Declaration of the causes and necessity for peace on arms, along with Thomas Jefferson encouraging opposition. I fully supported Major Henry Lee's proposal, which led us to create the Continental Army, and we put George Washington of Virginia in charge of it. Instead of the Board of War and Ordnance, I understood what the Army needed, and I made sure that Congress supported it. After the pamphlet Consensus published early this year, popular support for independence grew first. Radical idea was becoming realistic. If we are going to pursue independence, we would need our own government. Having studied forms of government, I asked my delegates how the colony should be governed as free and independent states. I sent recommendations in letters, and my ideas were published as the pamphlet, Thoughts on Government. I suggested a government with 3 separate independent branches, a bicameral legislature, an executive with veto power, and a judiciary. I believe that balancing power across those 3 branches will serve us well. Maybe if Britain's judiciary were independent, it would keep the king and parliament in check, and the colonies would have been treated more fairly. Late last year, I was very tired of this mission, so I went home to Massachusetts for a break. When I returned to Philadelphia early this year, I knew it was time to declare our independence. When Richard Henry Lee of Virginia submitted a proposal for independence to Congress last month, again, I fully supported him, along with Benjamin Franklin of Pennsylvania, Roger Sherman of Connecticut, Robert Livingston of New York, Thomas Jefferson of Virginia, I was part of a committee of 5 appointed to draft the Declaration of Independence. While the proposal was being debated, we would write it to be read. I wanted Thomas Jefferson of Virginia to take the lead in writing it so that it would get more support. After Benjamin Franklin and I edited Jefferson's draft, we presented it to Congress just 4 days ago. Congress has debated independence, and conservatives John Dickinson has voiced objections, but my allies and I had compelling arguments. Today we had the final vote on the resolution for independence. 12 colonial delegations voted in favor of it. With only New York's delegates abstaining and John Dickinson absent, without the dissent of a single colony, we have chosen independence from Great Britain. This day should be, quote, the most memorable epoch in the history of America, unquote, should be celebrated with, quote, pomp and parade, shoes, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illumination from London to this continent. Time forever. Time forward forever. Unquote. As long as this new country remains independent, we should remember it as the day that a radical idea became reality. John Adams, July 1776.
Thank you. Thank you, Simona. Now we have a special treat as Serafina Buscemi, Evie Carter, and Dalton Moss read selections from the Declaration of Independence. These are the actual words of our forefathers. And to wrap it up, there's a special appearance by Thomas Jefferson to bring it home. Please welcome our readers.
When in the course of human
You have to speak really loud. Is that bad microphone? Speak loud. Speak as if you're trying to talk. If you can.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth a separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the government. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government. Patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former system of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having indirect object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid work.
Now, when I got up this morning, I didn't think I was going to be resurrected, but here we are. So, just a question. If you're going to get resurrected, why couldn't I get resurrected in shorts and a t-shirt? That can look presidential, right? Right? Thank you. All right. So, as these fine young folks have said, we have a few issues we need to sort through today. If you bear with me, I've been dead 197 years today. Just take me a moment. I've got some complaints against the king that we need to go through. We have many complaints against the king and reasons for believing a separation is justified. Some of these are: he has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has called together legislative bodies at places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. Can I get a boo? Boo! He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing the manly firmness. Can I say that today? I don't think I can say that. Manly firmness, his invasions on the rights of the people. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislature. For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us, in many cases, of the benefits of trial by jury. He is, at this time, transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation. And finally, he has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burned our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. Somebody told me that you guys have very partisan times in this era. You got nothing on us. We were professionals at being partisan. I'm just telling you right now. So, given all these complaints, let me wrap this up by saying that we, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And in support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Thank you, my friends, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. President, and happy birthday, I guess I should say. No, happy Death Day. Yeah. Since you're resurrected, today is sort of
I'm
your
looking
day.
pretty good for 197 years,
Thank you, everyone. This has been great, but as we wrap up, I'd like to take a couple of minutes to share why, as we commemorate the bravery and vision of those who fought to create a nation rooted in democracy, we also recognize the enduring relevance of this document today and what the 4th of July really stands for. The Declaration of Independence stands as a timeless testament to the principles forming the bedrock of our society: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It was a bold call for justice and equality, challenging the absolute rule of the monarchy. In declaring independence, these brave men took a stand against tyranny, recognizing that every human being possesses inherent rights that must be protected. They went on to note that governments are created to protect the rights of the people. This was the revolutionary idea. Today, as we navigate the complexities of the modern world, it is crucial that we remember and honor the fight to establish a nation founded on these principles and self-governance. The Declaration remains a profound reminder that the concept of democracy is not merely an abstract notion, but a living, breathing force that demands our constant attention and engagement. It teaches us that democracy is not a passive pursuit, but an ongoing responsibility, one that requires active participation, vigilance, and commitment to upholding the principles that define it. Today's Declaration message resonates more powerfully than ever. It reminds us that the fight for freedom and justice is a continuous journey, requiring courage to confront injustices, challenge challenge inequalities, and safeguard the rights of all individuals, regardless of their background or beliefs. As those early Americans who penned the original words of the Declaration, we too envision a nation founded on its principles, inspiring us to support a society where liberty, fairness, and dignity are valued by all. In cherishing the spirit of the Declaration of Independence, we honor those who fought for our country, and we remind ourselves to be active participants in shaping the future, fostering a society that respects the rights and aspirations of every individual. Thank you. Please join us in God Bless America. Happy 4th of July and the Declaration of Independence
And Chris is like, people are so angry, you should correct that.
Wait, I hear you, dude. It's not. Can I hop in when I get out? Huh? Can I hop in when I get out? Yeah.
It started later than I expected. It's on a camera.
Don't splash. Go through it slowly if you go through it.
We gotta walk through it, okay? And then we'll find it. Let there go, and then you go. Hey, come on.
Logan's up there.
The beginning of races.
Everyone's so crowded, bunched together.
Watch out for the puddle, though. Let's go this side. Go to this side of the puddle. This side. It was great to see the film. It was a great show. They were very good. You know, at one point in time I passed out, which wasn't great.
Oh, it was that kind of.
Look at these lazy kids. They're supposed to be put in the car.
Yeah. What is this? I gotta do arts and crafts and like.
Hey, watch out the water, dude. Oh, let's go.
Walmart.
No, not the
I got red and Candy got blue. You got white.
Yeah, you lead, Kurt.
I think it's a little heavy, bud. Is it heavy? Yeah, let's put it under here. Right?
For that path.
That's some squeaky wheel.
How many grades? I was just gonna say, so does my mother.
Yeah, the next trip you're gonna pull me in the back, right? You wanna walk?
I'm sweating.
I'm used to that. Yeah, exactly.
Here you for a little bit. I'm gonna have to take you down. Even his eye on the dog. He's like, I'm not letting her dog out of my sight.
Can't get out.
Caboose.
Fall asleep.
Caboose.
No problem.